You're here for your mother?
Yes. How did you know?
It was the way you said her name. I could tell it wasn't a wife or a child. You're welcome here. See you tonight.
Yes.
Tonight, then, is your date. By the way, my name is Abe. I'm retired. I guess you could tell that.
Saying the Kaddish proved to be unpredictable, and there's almost nothing as seductive as the unpredictable. I was surprised that after the novelty wore off, I began to look forward to my time in synagogue. As I said the prayer, I thought of my mother. I would laugh, cry, wander in thought, or get caught in an unexpected memory. Instead of marking the periphery of my day, saying the Kaddish marked its spiritual center. And none of it would be possible without 9 other people walking through the door. If you didn't have 10, you went home. I watched and counted. 9 strangers, 9 people that were most likely there for the same reason. Grief. Whether it was the intensity of the experience or having to get up too early on a regular basis, I began to bond with those who came every morning to stand up for the magnificence and eternity of God. Susie and Rita, Rolf and Paul. There was a different kind of respect I had for Leonard and Abe and Manny. They didn't come to mourn. They came to ensure that there were 10. They knew from personal experience how much it meant to say the prayer. They knew the pain of missing an opportunity for want of a 10th person. Coming to Minyan was their mitzvah, or good deed. Judaism is based on performing mitzvahs and acts of charity. In Barry Holtz's classic work, Back to the Sources, he points out the differences the translation of a word has on an idea, and the example he gives is charity. The Christian concept of charity is defined by its root word caritas, which is Latin for love or caring. The Hebrew word for charity is tzedakah, which doesn't mean love or caring at all. It comes from the root meaning justice. There was always a sense that making the minyan and praying for those we had lost was not an act of love, but an act of justice for the departed. As an act of justice, our present grief was given a larger voice. In praying to God, we found an advocate of sufficient power to help us work through our sorrow. And this mighty cosmic turn was performed with the assistance of 9 of the most unheroic-looking people. Young secretaries, old housewives, retired bookkeepers, a retired hat maker. I found out that Abe, in his prime, owned a liquor store. Rolf was an author. Rita had escaped the Soviet Union and now worked for NBC. Services were not social events, they were societal. When we finished, there was no chit-chat, no, hey, do you want to get together sometime for dinner? There was just a smile and a shrug, maybe a polite, have a good day, see you tomorrow. So I was surprised when Abe came up to me after morning minyan.
Mr. Steve.
Yes, Abe.
Are you busy?
Not really.
You want some breakfast? Maybe a corned beef sandwich? It's on me. I'm celebrating.
Well, sure, Abe. I'm not doing anything.
Do you have a car? Mine is in the shop. My mechanic is a criminal.
Sure, Abe. I could drive.
Mr. Steve, I don't know your last name.
Tobolowsky.
Tobolowsky. Are you Polish?
I think. Polish, Russian. I'm not sure.
Did your family come from Drobin?
Maybe. You know, that sounds familiar.
To think our families might have been neighbors?
That would have been great.
Not really. Drobin was filled with sons of bitches, real bastards. You didn't want to live there.
I led the way to the synagogue parking lot. Or I tried to. It was impossible to walk slowly enough to keep up with Abe. You almost had to walk backwards. His legs and feet seemed to move. He just didn't go anywhere. Come to think of it, it is a perfect metaphor for the morning minyan. For most of us, progress wasn't about forward motion. It was about making sense of the past. Beautiful day for a walk, isn't it, Abe? Almost there. Yep. Hey, let me get that door for you.
Why?